Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
It is the In Wheel Time car talk show on iHeartRadio. Thanks for joining us today. Just ahead, Bobby Sparkman with the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. He joins us to talk about that upcoming first annual Truck Across Texas. I think I'm going on that. I got to drive the 2022 GMC Denali 2500 with the Duramax diesel in it, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it.
Huge.
Conrad has the cruise-in calendar and This Week in Auto History, plus we'll also have more stories making car news this week. It's just ahead in this hour of the In Wheel Time car talk show. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin.
Yep.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday, and we really appreciate it, especially on our debut program here on iHeartRadio. And as you heard in the promo, I'm going to put a curtain up so nobody can see you with that.
My heart.
That's
weak.
That is absolutely weak. So Britney Spears.
Yeah.
It just is.
Free Britney.
Free Britney. I guess that's kind of fitting.
We love you,
Well,
Britney.
she called out Antron.
Did she?
No, Brittany Force called out.
Oh, Britney Force. That's what it is. All right.
Another fast blonde.
50-50.
The Hot Rod Tour of Texas. It seems to have legs of its own these days, and the man that gave it legs, Bobby Sparkman, joins us now. Bobby, good morning. Oh my God, what are you guys doing out there?
We're here in New Braunfels, Texas, for the River Rod show. They got about 400 cars here this morning.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's quite a view you got there. I see that you've got the logo for the Hot Rod Tour of Texas right behind you there. And who's sitting next to you?
This is Jeremy Taylor.
Jeremy Taylor.
Yes, sir.
And how did you get drawn into this Bobby Sparkman event?
Jeremy. Well, we just got started from the beginning.
Because that's good. What a great answer. Yeah, it started from the beginning, where most things start, I guess. Well, it's good to see you guys. And, you know, I've obviously been keeping up with the tour that you have lined up. And how many cars are you expecting on this tour of Texas?
Right. As of right now, really the only official registration we're trying to make it real casual and laid back and simple for folks. We've filled 300 spots at the drive-in at the Stars and Stripes Drive-In Theater in New Braunfels, and we've got a waiting list already for anybody that can't make it that wants to give their spot up.
Well, those other people can just park outside and sneak in the trunk like we used to when we were kids.
We still do.
But we're anticipating anywhere from 350 to 450 cars.
Nice. Well, and you figure that is at least 1.5 people per car. We're thinking we're thinking there's going to be some single people there, maybe myself, or some folks are going to bring the wife or the girlfriend or
both.
Or both.
And there's women driving their cars as well.
There you go. And this is all going to start in Victoria, Texas, and that's going to be on the 29th, I believe.
That's correct. April 29th.
Yeah, and so I will tell you that it's been kind of a venture trying to figure out what hotels you've got lined up and then getting them booked. And thank goodness that I've got a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night place to stay. Because I wanted to be sure that I got there on Thursday evening, because I didn't want to drive 2 hours to get down there on Friday morning when the thing actually begins at 8 o'clock in the morning, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to start gathering around 8 o'clock, and we're going to actually depart at 9 a.m. sharp.
Okay. Now, am I going to be up there at the head of the pack following you, or were you going to put me in the back of the pack?
Absolutely. Jump right in behind me or Jeremy, one of the two of us, and let's roll.
Okay. All right.
They'll be the ones with the blinking blue light for you to follow.
Yeah. So you're really, I can't imagine having 350 to 400 car parade. is what this is going to be if you happen to be along the route.
Well,
I mean, it's just going to be so amazing to watch.
It truly is. And, I will say this, that I understand that there's a couple of cities that we're going to go through that we've actually going to have some sort of police, I don't know about escort, but they're going to
police patrol
wave us on through some of the stoplights and stuff.
Absolutely. Almost every major city where there's any traffic whatsoever, we will have police escort giving us the green light even when it's red.
So when you depart Victoria, your first stop is Shiner?
The first stop will be through Shiner at the Shiner Brewery.
And how long are you anticipating us to get from Victoria to Shiner?
About 45 minutes to an hour. About 45 minutes to an hour.
So about the time the first people start parking,
the last
people are just now leaving Victoria.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my brewery tour ticket is for 11 a.m. I figured would give us a little bit of time.
I'm in the same group as you are because mine's 11 as well.
So, I don't want to give people the wrong idea that we're dating or anything like that because, to be honest with you, I had no clue what you even looked like. This is the first time that I've ever seen you. Yeah.
Be happy he didn't ask you to marry him.
Don't do it, Bobby. I'm just going to tell you.
But it is kind of a sick car guy thing, and if anybody didn't have any clue what this was all about, they go, well, they're doing what? They're all going together? What kind of a sissy thing is this?
It's a car thing.
Hey,
it's a car thing.
Jeremy, Bobby's going to be number 4. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
It is incredible, though, the amount of support and the amount of and I have to say law enforcement as well as all of the city leaders in every one of these small communities we're passing through. We were really worried that they were going to ask us to not go through their little communities, but every one of them has asked us, can you please stop in our town? We would love for y'all to stop.
Spend the money.
Yeah. Well, I particularly like the way that the event is going to start in all places of Victoria, Texas. And I thought, Victoria, what an odd place to start. And I thought, well, wait a minute. He lives in Victoria, so everybody's coming to his house.
But there's a better reason. We're actually Victoria is the crossroads of the South Texas area. We're central to Austin, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Houston.
Okay.
Victoria is the best kept secret in Texas.
It is. And I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Our Visitors Bureau director in Victoria is working on a Thursday night little kickoff shindig for it. Not official yet. It's going to happen.
I noticed that on the Facebook page that he sent out a really nice welcome everybody and come on down. We're going to have a good time. And I thought that was pretty cool.
And they will be there Friday morning to see us off and probably have some stuff to hand out.
So
it's very supportive.
So we're not having beer at your house Thursday night. We're actually going to go someplace.
We've done that before in the past.
300?
300 people at your house. I'm sure the neighbors really appreciate it.
So we invite all the neighbors, and we had a live band and all the whole shebang. So it was quite a party.
Wonderful.
I've been looking for a place to move. I think it may have to be Victoria, Texas.
So you've talked about all of these towns are welcoming you in. So you have done the pre-event footwork and gone into or communicated with each of these towns, letting them know
Good job,
who's
Jeremy.
coming, what to expect.
Jeremy's the man.
Jeremy's the man. Jeremy he's done that community reach out to these small areas and got a positive feedback from it's just been amazing.
So Friday morning we're going to stop at the Shiner Brewery. Then from there, where do we go?
From there, from Shiner Brewery, we'll go through Gonzales, through Seguin, onto here in New Braunfels.
Okay. And we're spending the night in New Braunfels on Friday night.
That's
correct.
Right.
Yeah. And then so then on Saturday is what?
Saturday, we'll leave New Braunfels. We'll go through Wimberley, and then we have a stop set up at Speeding Springs and
Dripping Springs.
And
cool muscle car stop. Very cool car stop. Great opportunity for some photos.
Yeah, it's got real neat geology around there.
And they've got probably a 40-foot Firestone old sign that they've got set up under some Austin stone rocks. It's a great place to pull your car up and take photos, and several other cars she's got positioned around to take photos with. really neat place.
This is going to be too much fun. Okay, and then on Saturday night, is that when we're going to go to the drive-in?
Right. No, drive-in is Friday night.
Friday night, okay. And then what so when we leave the drag strip, then where are we going from there?
All right. From Temple, we'll go up. It's
actually, it's Hillsboro's.
Yeah, we'll
Roadside American Museum
Yeah.
in Hillsboro.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
We talked to them a couple of weeks
yeah,
ago.
we talked to him a
We've had
couple of
him
weeks
on.
ago. We're
Yep.
looking forward to that. And then
Fantastic.
Yeah.
and then where are we spending the night Saturday night?
Temple.
In Temple.
Texas.
Okay. Up
So-
there by
You and
George.
George can
So-
spoon.
Yeah. So Friday night, you've got a drive-in that's going to be sold out to all these.
No, it is sold out.
I know.
SRO.
That's what I'm trying to imagine a drive-in full of all these old classic cars, or in your case, a Corvette.
Rod,
But
little street rods.
Yeah.
Well, it's a classic car. It's over 20 years old.
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm
Matter of
just-
fact, I was patting
You're
myself
gonna
on
have to take pictures. I can't go, so you got to take pictures.
I was patting myself on the back today because I read a story about the last of the hideaway headlights on the Corvette, and that would be the C5 Corvette. So I've got the hideaway headlights.
The new hideaway headlights.
Well,
LEDs in them, correct?
yes. As a matter of fact, I just got them putting those in last week. So we're bumped it up.
You'll be able to see down the road quite a ways. Those are great lights.
Yep. Do you have some?
And you're going to be in front of them.
What are you driving?
I'm going to drive my 59 Edsel Ranger. They painted it last night. They sent me pictures at about 11 o'clock last night. They were spraying it.
The Edsel Ranger.
Edsel Ranger 4-door.
Nice.
A little unique. You'll see it there. It'll be a surprise.
What color?
Mostly white.
Mostly white.
But hey, Jeff, he's got a trunk big enough we could hide in
We
it to
could.
get in the drive-in.
Well, you're not going.
So when you stop at the Little River Dragway, will people be able to sign up and throw a few laps in?
Yes, absolutely.
All you got to do is pass tech, and you could go down the track.
So Don can see how quick he is in his Corvette.
So now I've got to buy a helmet because my helmet is old and it won't pass.
And it's got a spike on the top.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. But yeah, that part of it is
that
true.
he just takes the center section off on the roof.
And
Yeah.
I believe Little River has some rental helmets as well for
Right.
people that don't bring.
Yeah, but Don needs to have like this big, huge helmet because he has this huge
Yeah,
head.
about the size of your hat. There you
Yeah.
go. That's
it.
There is that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And, the other thing, too, while I'm thinking about it, is that for those that are participating in this event, I would encourage everybody to bring along a folding lawn chair of some sort because there'll be opportunities to have a lawn chair. And I've been to events like this before where, I forgot my lawn chair. And, so I'm going to throw my folding lawn chair up and throw it in the back of the car. Any other suggestions? That obviously we got to have a cooler, and what else do you suggest we bring along?
Me personally, as much beer as I can possibly haul in.
Well,
you stop to fill up at Shiner, don't you?
That's correct.
yeah.
That's
And the other thing, as I thought, I'm going to spend the day on Thursday getting the car ready to come down there, give it a good wash job and detail it and all that stuff. But, that is a 2-hour trip on the highway down there, and it's going to get a bug or two. And I thought, well, now how in the world am I going to wash it if I have to? I assume that somehow, some way that you've arranged somebody's garden hose there in Victoria that you can give it a rinse.
we'll make that happen.
I figured you would. All
We
right.
can make it.
All right, so we're going to go. So what happens on Sunday?
Well, Sunday was the Hillsboro Roadside America.
Okay, so we spend the night in Temple, and then we go up to Hillsboro.
Correct.
And what time are we scheduled to arrive in Hillsboro?
Just before lunch.
Yeah.
Just before lunch. So that means that we can do lunch and then head home after that.
Oh, absolute. There's one more stop after that.
Oh, really? Where is that?
House of Hot Rods in Mansfield will be our last official stop.
Okay, and what time is that scheduled?
We should hit there around 3 o'clock.
3:30.
3:30, something like that.
Mansfield. Man, it sounds like so much fun, and I know that you guys have done a bunch of work and lined up the hotels, and we got the massive discount at each of the hotels in the stop cities, and some of the cities have got multiple hotels there. So it's a job well done. Pat on the back.
Very
James.
nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
And it looks like, at least based on what I followed on some of the discussion on your Facebook page, some people may join you for one or two stops and then peel off, and other people will join you at other stops and peel off. But there will be a crew of people start to finish.
Yes.
That's going to be pretty.
You guys are getting the first view of this. This is a little incentive for the long haulers that make the full trip. We're going to give away a few of these.
Ooh, very nice.
Very nice.
So say, yes, I saw the route map. Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to. I love that. It's an old school Coke cooler. Yeah. Very nice. Well, you guys have done such a great job on this, and I'm really excited to join you and looking forward to it. And, we've got another month to go, actually 5 weeks to go before the event. And so I would imagine that with this broadcast and others, that you're going to have more and more people join on. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a heck of a parade, a heck of a car show, because I was thinking about you when you were talking about bringing your lawn chair.
Cars.
Yeah, if you're up front and you get to Shiner or you get to any stop, well, you can get out and sit and watch everybody else come in for an hour and a half and have this awesome car show
This
rolling.
is Texas' version of the Woodward Dream Cruise on the highway.
Except better because it's Texas.
You make sure Don gets one of those coolers so we can set it up here in the studio and it'll be on all the time.
Yeah, Kelly Lee Moore says she's coming start to finish as well.
Awesome. And just to throw another little plug out there for the long haulers, Rust-Oleum has jumped on board. They're gonna offer. They've offered us up 4 garage epoxy floor kits to give away. So those are going to be on the trip too for the long haulers. It will be given away.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice work, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's really good, you guys.
I'm so jealous.
Are you?
I am.
Now it's getting closer, yeah.
And, Michael Wooding from Woody's Waterfront Car Show, he's going to be joining us in his, is it an Oldsmobile or Pontiac?
Pontiac.
He's got a
56 Pontiac
Safari
wagon.
Safari wagon. Yeah. So he's going to be joining, and I think that he and I are going to caravan together down there on Thursday afternoon. I haven't talked to him about that, but he has offered up his Pontiac Safari wagon.
Listen to this.
To my daughter, who's getting married on April the 2nd. So that's going to be the drive-away car.
The getaway car.
The getaway car from the reception. But the deal is, and he said, it's a 2-door. So you can't put the bride and the groom in the back seat because there's just not enough room. And how are you going to get back there? It's difficult to get in.
Yeah. They'll find a way.
See, the groom is going to drive the car. The bride's going to sit in the passenger seat, and they're going to drive it away. And Michael and I will follow them to wherever they're going to go.
Don's going to be all the way in the back, kind of looking up over the edge like he did when he was a little kid in back
What's
of
not
Mom
to
and
say
Dad's
she
wagon.
can drive and he can be the passenger?
Well, that could be too. So how that works out. But
That's
at any rate,
cool.
So it's going to be fun. All we need to do is just get Conrad to get the Oldsmobile key thing fixed, and so we can get. When's the last time that car ran? Pause.
Some time ago.
Some time ago. It's over a year ago.
Probably close to over a year. It was at Tailpipes and Tacos during the pandemic.
So this would be a good time to have it rolling because this would be a good place to take it.
Yeah,
Nice work,
and
fellas.
who else is going to be? Well, I've already said I'm going to be in Austin that weekend.
Well, that's perfect.
I'm at work.
You can pick them up there.
That's right. You could drive the car to Austin, and you could pick us up out of Austin
And
on
actually,
the way north.
it's the weekend after NASCAR at COTA that I'm going to be in Austin.
See, all of
So
these
be able to buy
signs-
all those discounted T-shirts. Hey, Bobby, you going to be selling any Hot Rod Tour of Texas T-shirts? I'm sure there's got to be some merch involved in this.
We've got 50 hats ordered. We've got 150 shirts ordered. They will be available for pre-sale starting next week.
So what about the coolers?
Coolers, you got to win.
You got to win the
That-
cooler.
Hats will be chocolate gray and black with the license plate logo on them. And then the shirts, I think, are going to be charcoal gray or ash color.
Very nice. Well, we're so excited to be a part of this, and we thank you for letting us join in and lag along, if you don't mind. So let's stay in touch, and hey, let's talk right before we get going here in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Absolutely, man.
All right.
Thanks, Bobby.
Bobby
Appreciate you
Sparkman,
joining
Jeremy
us.
Taylor, thank you both, and y'all take care. We'll be in touch.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I am so jealous.
The inaugural event.
Yeah.
And I can see this as getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh,
each
you
year.
know it will.
And maybe taking different directions through the state as well, because definitely at some point in time, I don't know how they could do it with 300 cars. Hemi Hideout's got to be on their bucket list.
That would be my
places to do.
question, is that the larger it gets, split it into 2 events for the year.
Yeah.
Maybe a fall and a spring.
Exactly.
This part of Texas.
If you
But
can't make
what a
it to
great
this-
idea.
so many
what a great
options.
event, yeah. And Texas is a great state to cruise around in.
No doubt. All right, time now for this hour's car review, or in this case, truck review. 2022 GMC Sierra 2500, 3/4 ton as we used to call it. Available trim levels are the Pro, the SLE, the SLT, the AT4, and the Denali. The reviewed trim level is the Denali with the diesel. This is a standard pickup truck, 3/4 ton version. How many passengers? 5, including the driver. No exterior changes from the last model year. Exterior, everything is big on this vehicle,
Yes,
as you
it
can
is.
see,
Yeah.
including the rectangular grille with massive GMC emblem. Tow hooks are incorporated in the lower front valance on this. It has retractable side steps. That is an excellent choice. It is an option. You need to get those if you're going to get this.
Absolutely.
Built-in steps in the back bumper, awesome feature as well. This particular one had the optional multi-pro tailgate. It is the bomb. The audio controls in the multi-pro tailgate is an absolutely brilliant idea. That comes with the upgraded stereo system.
Audio controls.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize
So
they
you
did
can
that.
tailgate, have the speakers are built in, the multi-pro tailgate, and you can control the volume back there. You can plug in your MP3 player. It is the bomb,
Oh, wow.
man. Yeah. Interior highlights. Very vertical dash, well laid out controls, intuitive infotainment screen, dual glove boxes with passive phone charger on the center console, carpet inserts, and the all-weather floor mats. That was a cool thing. What I liked about it, the overall comfortable cabin. All 3/4 trucks. 3/4 ton trucks are very competitive with each other. If not brand loyal, be sure and shop with your gut and your heart. 6.6 liter diesel V8, 445 horsepower and up to 910 pound-feet of torque. Transmission, this one had the 10-speed automatic. Usually when they get into these 3/4 tons with the diesel, they'll bring it back down to a 6-speed. Nope, this one here, that Allison transmission, it is really a nice one. Tow rating, 18,500 pounds. Haul rating, 3,760 pounds. That is not government rated when it comes to fuel mileage. I got 16.3 miles per gallon over 385 miles. Not bad for this whopper of a vehicle. What I liked about it, the transmission rocks. What could use improvement? Better mileage. How about a hybrid with a diesel? Could you do that?
Yeah, absolutely could.
Well, that's just an idea. Thought I'd throw it out there. Ride and handling, well, it's not for everyday commuting unless you are ready for a
And there are
rough
a lot
ride.
of people who do.
Yes, if you got it loaded up, towing a big front end loader on the back of it, or you got a load of rocks, great. If not, it's going to be a stiff suspension without a load. Base trim price on this is $67,195. Price as tested was $78,000 with the diesel. Base model price, if you can get into a stripper with the a gasoline motor for $40,600,
Wow.
but it doesn't have the capacity that I just mentioned on this one. Now, competitors, Ford Super Duty 250 Limited is $86,780. The Ram 2500, $70,610, and the Chevy 2500, $64,795. And that is my review of the Sierra 2500.
It had the fold down running boards, and they're needed because it's a big truck, and
It's a step to get in
Yeah, it
without
is.
the running boards.
Yeah.
and it is it's a tight, stiff ride.
Good-looking truck, though.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
It is.
Seriously, a good-looking truck.
They did themselves proud on that one, I think. Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't realize they put the audio in the tailgate. How genius is that? But how genius is that tailgate as well?
Yes.
It makes it extremely functional.
It's expensive as an option. I think it's like $2,000 or something. Get it. Because it is the bomb.
Yeah.
Walter likes it.
Yes, Walter likes it on the Chevrolet. Mm-hmm. Walter the cat.
The cat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. How about the cruise-in calendar?
Well, next weekend is Tailpipes and Tacos. We're going to be at Loopy Tortillas. We get there 6 o'clock-ish. And
So do some of the other entries.
and we go till 11. We're on the air from 8 to 11, but this is going to be a new format this year at Tailpipes and Tacos, and there's going to be awards provided to attendees. We're going to have kind of like a little check-in table just for you to kind of check in, get a number, get your vehicle categorized.
Pay the judge.
There's 3 categories. There's going to be modern classic, and hot rod.
Correct.
So we're going to try and get you categorized. There's going to be awards at each of those 3 categories. Have to be present to win at 10 o'clock, and then we're going to have you on the show after 10 o'clock, after you get the award, to talk about your car. So it's going to be kind of cool. Something
$20
different.
will get you third place.
Oh,
There's no fee involved in this.
We need more Jeff.
Yeah. There's no money involved here.
So again, a different format for Tailpipes and Tacos, and we're going to hold. Stan's going to hold it quarterly, so should be a lot of fun. And then also on March 19th is APA at the Strand, and there's a $30 entry fee for that, and that's at Pier 1 at 21st, and that street in Harborside in Galveston. Also on the 19th is the Central Texas Rolling Car Show. That'll be leaving Leander, Texas, and cruising around. The March 26th is Church on the Rock in Spindletop Car Show. We had them on the show a little bit earlier today. Yep. So that's going to be out in Beaumont, it's in Spindletop, but basically people look at it as Beaumont.
Yeah.
Saturday, April 9th is Luby's Lake Jackson second annual car and truck show. And again, that'll be 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also Saturday, May 14th is the Arkansas Camaro Fest in Eureka Springs. Bring your mullet.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't. Bring your mullet, right?
I was going to say that Galveston
Why would you say that about that show?
Camaro. It's just a joke about Camaros.
Mullets?
Yeah.
In Arkansas.
In Arkansas.
Well, you know what you call.
I got relatives in Arkansas, so I'm with you.
Well, why doesn't that surprise me?
The more teeth you have, the further up the line you go.
Well, you know what you call 32 beautiful white teeth in Arkansas? A beauty pageant. I'm sorry. Send your comments to Mike at info.
That's Mars.
And then also Mars. April 22nd is the Mustang anniversary weekend here in Houston, hosted by the Houston Shelby owners.
We're going to hell.
And Randy will be there.
$666 million. Yeah.
Exactly.
Who came up with that?
But if you go to that Galveston show, it is literally down on the dock where the Alyssa ties up and everything.
Yeah.
They line up all along that dock. It's really cool.
It's a very good show. I've got a number of friends that go to it every year.
Okay.
But we'll be at Tailpipes and Tacos, so I wanted to talk about Tailpipes and Tacos.
The N-Wheel Time Car Show streams on the iHeart Radio app and website, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and NWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available still from your favorite podcast source if that's the way you want to go. Mm-hmm. The N-Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
Saturday, March 19th, 2022 is the premiere of the all-new Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos kicks off a new seasonal format, and first up is the Spring Cruise In at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. Saturday, March 19th. Tailpipes and Tacos will award trophies for the best hot rod, best classic, and best modern classic, so make plans now. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise in, and this is where you'll enjoy seeing the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, along with Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry entry fee, and all cars will automatically compete for custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Get your ride ready for the all-new Spring Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, March 19th. It's going to be a huge car show, and spectators are welcome. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there, too. Let's celebrate the arrival of spring and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday morning, March 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla in Katy. We'll see you then, weather permitting. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Wheel Time Car Talk. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.